At 61, Johnny Depp has begun speaking in ways he never dared to before, opening up about a life that was often misunderstood by the public. For decades, he lived under the intense scrutiny of Hollywood, where fame and expectation created a life very different from the one people imagined. Now, after years of silence, retreat, and personal reflection, Depp is sharing the truth about the choices that shaped him, the challenges he endured, and the ways he has rebuilt himself. His journey is not about seeking sympathy or public approval, but about reclaiming his identity and inner peace. The life he has chosen now reflects a man who prioritizes authenticity over applause, one who is learning to live quietly and fully. This is a story of survival, rediscovery, and the courage it takes to step away from the spotlight to heal. The disappearance from Hollywood. In 2023, Johnny Depp made a decision that surprised fans and industry insiders alike. Without any public announcement, interviews, or social media explanation, he quietly moved from Los Angeles to Somerset, England, leaving behind a career that had defined him for decades. This sudden retreat was not about avoiding the world, but about finding a space to breathe and reflect. For nearly a year, there were no public appearances, events, or photographs of him. Depp's choice to step away from Hollywood allowed him to heal, reclaim his sense of self, and reconnect with life on his own terms. Living on a spacious estate, he adopted a slow and mindful daily routine, walking, reading, and enjoying simple moments that had long been overshadowed by fame. What seemed like disappearance to the outside world was, in truth, a conscious step toward personal restoration and inner peace. Rediscovering art. While the world speculated about his absence, Depp turned inward and rediscovered his passion for painting. Art had always been part of his life, but in Somerset, it became a therapeutic tool, a way to express emotions that words could not capture. His new works were raw, surreal, and deeply intimate, reflecting the emotional journey he had undergone over decades. When his collection debuted in New York, it surprised audiences who expected familiar pop culture portraits. Instead, they encountered dreamlike compositions, muted tones, and evocative imagery that spoke to resilience, introspection, and healing. These paintings were not created for fame or applause. They were a personal journey of restoration. Collectors responded immediately, proving that Depp's creative voice remained impactful even outside film. Art became his language of survival, a medium through which he processed life, loss, and self-discovery. Music and renewal. Music had been a part of Depp's life long before acting ever defined him. Reconnecting with it offered another path to healing. Reuniting with Alice Cooper and Joe Perry in Hollywood Vampires, Depp returned to the stage, not seeking attention or validation, but as an avenue for personal expression. On tour in Europe, he performed with calm focus, allowing music to become a form of meditation rather than performance. Audiences noticed a shift in his presence and energy, while bandmates observed his quiet reflection and renewed dedication to craft. These performances were less about spectacle and more about grounding, offering a sense of balance he had long sought. Depp's commitment to sobriety and mindfulness allowed him to reconnect with music authentically. Through guitar and song, he found a rhythm that mirrored his emotional rebirth, turning the stage into a sanctuary rather than a spotlight. Confronting the past. Even as he embraced art and music, Depp had to face the shadows of his past. His legal battles and personal struggles had left deep emotional scars, which he gradually addressed through reflection and private growth. The trial in Virginia was not about revenge, but about reclaiming his voice and agency. Speaking openly, sharing his perspective, and asserting his truth helped him confront years of misunderstanding and misrepresentation. Even after legal resolutions, he focused on personal healing rather than seeking approval or attention. This chapter of his life underscored the importance of self-respect and the courage to move forward, emphasizing that growth often requires stepping away from the expectations of others. By facing his past with calm determination, Depp transformed challenges into lessons, allowing him to rebuild both his personal and creative life from a place of authenticity. Life in Somerset became the foundation for Depp's transformation. Away from Hollywood's glare, He embraced routines that fostered calm, mindfulness, and well-being. Locals describe a man who moves with care and presence, reading in gardens, walking at sunrise, and engaging in small acts of kindness within the community. Depp's approach to health and self-care reflected his commitment to living deliberately, focusing on sobriety, nutrition, and emotional stability. His physical changes mirrored his inner transformation, leaner, more grounded, and at peace. This quiet life allowed him to explore creativity and reconnect with himself in ways that fame had never permitted. Somerset was not just a refuge. It was the space in which Depp learned to exist without the pressure of expectation, to prioritize authenticity, and to cultivate a life defined by self-awareness and contentment. Returning to film on his terms. Depp's return to cinema was deliberate, not driven by career ambition or public pressure. In 2023, his appearance at the Cannes Film Festival for the premiere of Jean du Barry marked his re-entry into the public eye, greeted by genuine appreciation rather than spectacle. From that point, he approached projects with intention, seeking roles that aligned with his personal journey and reflected his experiences. Collaborations with directors like Mark Webb and Terry Gilliam allowed him to explore nuanced, introspective characters, presenting vulnerability and complexity that only he could bring. These choices illustrated a shift in priorities. Rather than pursuing blockbusters or fame, Depp now selects work that resonates with authenticity. His approach underscores the value of creative freedom and personal alignment, showing that artistic fulfillment can outweigh external validation. A life reclaimed. Johnny Depp's journey demonstrates the power of reclaiming oneself after decades under scrutiny. Through art, music, and deliberate living, he has reconstructed an identity that is independent of Hollywood's gaze. His focus on mindfulness, sobriety, and creative expression highlights a profound resilience, showing that transformation is possible even after public trials and private struggles. Depp's story is not about comeback or notoriety. It is about personal growth, healing, and the courage to prioritize life over expectation. The life he now leads, quiet, intentional, and creatively fulfilling, is a testament to self-discovery and the pursuit of peace. His experience encourages reflection on the ways we navigate our own pressures, relationships, and aspirations. Choosing meaning. Over fame, Depp's return is not a pursuit of applause. It is a celebration of meaning. Each choice, whether a painting, a song, or a film role, reflects his desire to live authentically. He no longer seeks validation or approval from an industry or audience, but acts from a place of personal truth. This intentional approach to work and life exemplifies the benefits of self-awareness and measured decision-making. The roles he takes, the art he creates, and the music he performs are all extensions of his identity, shaped by reflection and clarity. Depp's story is an example of how stepping back, reevaluating priorities, and focusing on inner growth can lead to a life richer than fame or recognition ever could provide. The ongoing journey. Johnny Depp's path forward remains undefined, but for the first time, uncertainty feels liberating. He is no longer bound by expectations or past narratives. Instead, he moves deliberately, selecting projects and experiences that resonate personally. The life he leads now is one of balance, introspection, and quiet joy. His story encourages audiences to rethink what success and fulfillment truly mean. Depp's evolution reminds us that stepping away from external pressures, investing in creative expression, and prioritizing well-being can result in a more meaningful existence.